Keeping up the trend today with our usual theory videos, today we are going to be discussing arguably one of the most interesting topics that I've ever discussed in recent times. Now, this all ties into those new snakes we have just received images of, the next installment of Ninjago, and the new set wave. Some of you may actually remember this, but a few months ago I brought up the possibility of the next wave of Ninjago sets and minifigures actually having nothing, or at least not too much, to do with the show itself. And honestly, once I stepped back and took a look at the cover of this particular activity book, I think I'm now thinking that more than ever. But obviously first, we need to break down why I think this way, to tie this entire thought all together. First of all, let's take a look at Zane's suit in the background of this cover. To me, that looks much more like one of those non-canon spinner suits to me. Hell, maybe it could easily pass as another type of legacy suit. Whatever the case is, that does not feel like a main season suit to me in the slightest. I am going to be so genuinely shocked if it does end up being next season's main suit design. It is also a pretty huge coincidence to think about the fact that not too long ago, I said that the next wave of sets do not feel like proper, original seasonal sets at all. HF Masters also brought up a very great point and showed a lot of evidence that a majority of these sets were also based off things from that non-canon Ninjago game on LEGO.com. With this new cover, that's all coming together even more than ever right now. Remember when we got the news that Colt was receiving a new voice actor? In that article, it would also mention that we would be getting a series of shorts on YouTube towards the very beginning of 2022. Well, that got me thinking, maybe these sets were actually rehashed versions of things from that Ninjago game, but they are also going to double up as sets from some of these shorts, which would explain Zane's weird suit design, the very suspicious, bland set names, and it would give the Geo-Whippers more purpose, which leads me on to one of my last points coming up in just a little while. Now, while I have considered the fact that maybe these are sets based off the game and will double up as the sets for the next season, basically what Ninjago Legacy did for Season 10, I still just don't find that too likely, to be honest, although that could be the one thing that breaks this entire theory apart once we finally find out more details. And then finally, the snake villain. In the description it mentions technology and how that's going to be one of the main things they will be utilising. However, they do not mention anything about a new big evil villain here at all. They kind of act as though it's just these Geo-Whippers on their own, and there's no big evil person in charge, which again is very suspicious and does make the possibility of these being almost throwaway villains for some kind of shorts, which again we do know to be getting, strengthening this idea even more. Wow, what do you guys think? I know it's insane and it's very crazy in a lot of areas, but I do genuinely think that I've got at least a few things right, and I could very well see this happening next year for Ninjago. Do be sure to drop your thoughts on all of this in the comment section. I'd love to hear your thoughts regarding all of this. If you did enjoy today's video, please consider dropping a like on it. If you're new to the channel and are interested in seeing a lot of content similar to this, please also consider subscribing to the channel with the notification bell turned on. With all of this being said, I will see you all in my next one. Goodbye.